Today we are going to quickly solve the second problem on truss. So I have shown a truss structure here, and all the dimensions are given in feet and all the loads are given in kilopascals. So two things we have to do. Part A, we have to find out forces in only in members AB, BD and DE, not DF. Let me correct it. DE. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And here we have to use method of sections, whereas in the second part we have to compute forces in all the members, where we have to use method of joints. So now, without wasting time, there is no new concept here, so we are going to quickly solve this problem and you are going to help me. So Mahi, the first step that we are going to do is we are going to find out reactions. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now we need to draw free body diagram for that, but we are not going to draw free body diagram separately now. We will draw the free body diagram on the body itself. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So if I draw free body diagram on the body itself, this is a roller support. So how many reactions can it offer?
So one.
One. So only one reaction, and that too in this sense. I am going to call this reaction as, what should I call it as? VD. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
What are the reactions that this support offers? Hint
Two.
support. Two reactions. So one is, I'm going to call it as VF, and another reaction I'm going to call it as HF. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So is the free body diagram complete? Yes. Nothing is mentioned about the self weight of members of a truss, and therefore we are not going to consider it. Or it may so happen that all these loads which have been already given in the problem are inclusive of self weight. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what do we do next? Once the free body diagram is drawn, we apply equations of equilibrium. कौन say summation fx equal to 0? Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Summation fy equal to 0 and summation moments equal to 0. Are you with me? Moment
Yes, sir.
about z axis passing through one of the points on the body or of the body. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
These are the equations that we are going to apply, but now that is not required in this case. तो जरा देखो एक trick बताने वाला हूँ आपको. Look at the diagram. Is truss symmetric? तो जरा देखो, if I draw line BE, is the truss symmetric about line BE? Yes. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
This distance is also 12 feet. This distance is also 12 feet. All the members are symmetric. Now the next question is loading symmetric about line at B? Yes, it is symmetric. On left hand side you have 1 kilopascal at 12 feet. On right hand side you have 1 kilopascal at 12 feet. So loading is also symmetric. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
A summation fx equal to 0 will quickly give you the value of hf equal to 0. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So HF is 0. So therefore, are the reactions also symmetric about line BE? Yes. HF is non-zero होता तो problem होता. लेकिन जो कि HF 0 है, so therefore on left hand side you have vertical reaction at 12 feet. On right hand side also you have only vertical force reaction at 12 feet. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So I have used only one equation of equilibrium, summation fx equal to 0, which gives me hf equal to 0. And then I look at symmetries. Truss is symmetric, loading is symmetric, reactions are symmetric. So therefore, each reaction is going to be half the total load. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So what is the total load? Can you tell me? 1 plus 4 plus 1. So kitna hua 6? 6 plus 2.4, 8.4. So what is half of 8.4? 4.2. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So each reaction is going to be 4.2 kilopascal owing to the symmetry of reactions, loading and geometry. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So what is the trick that I have told you? Look at whether there is a symmetry of loading, whether the symmetry of geometry, whether there is symmetry of reactions. If all these symmetries are satisfied about the line that bisects the structure, then we are going to be very sure that each reaction, vertical reaction, is going to be same. And it is going to be half the total load. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just quickly cross verify 1, 1, 2, 4 and 2, 6, 6 and 2.4, that is 8.4. Half of that is 4.2, 4.2. So first thing step is over. If you did not get this step, no issues. You can use this path, summation fx equal to 0, summation fy equal to 0, and summation of moments of all the forces about z axis equal to 0. You can use this path and you can find out the reactions. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Chalo. What is the next step? We are going to solve for part A now. So if I were to find out forces in member AB, BD and DE alone, तो मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा? I will have to take a section. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
How does that section look like? The section is going to look like this. I am going to call it as section XX. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Section passes through not more than 3 members. Therefore, we are happy. Section divides the truss in 2 halves which are not connected other than the cut members. Through the cut members. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So this is an authentic section and I can draw now free body diagram of either left hand side or right hand side of the section. So which is better? Tell me. किसका free body diagram बनाना? Pardon?
Left hand side.
Yes, because it involves lesser number of members and forces. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So let me copy this. 1 minute. So that we can easily draw the free body diagram. 1 minute. So now I have to draw free body diagram of only left hand side part to the section XX. And how do I do that? So to left hand side, what do I see? Member AD will be seen. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Member AD. Then what happens to member DE? It gets cut. So therefore I assume, so I have shown only this much part of member DE. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Then I am going to show only this much part of member DB. Happy?
Yes, sir.
And I am going to show only this much part of member AB. Now, free body diagram means I should show, I should free the body from all external agencies and show what the external agencies must have been doing. So what is external to this structure? Is the reaction roller support at D external? Yes. So I have to free it and I have to free the body from this external support and I need to show what is external support must be doing. So it is 4.2 kilonewton. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Are you getting drilling sound from my end?
No, sir.
Okay, there is some construction going on here. If it is there, I'm sorry for that. You will have to bear with me for today. Then this load 1 kilopascal that I will have to keep as it is. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So that 1 kpi is as it is. This 4.2 kpi is as it is. And now force in member. Now this part of member D. Just have a look here. This part of member D, is it external to the left hand side part of member D? Yes. So I assume that the member DE has a tension in it. So I am going to show a tensile force offered by the part of member D marked in blue on the part of member D marked in black. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And that force I am going to call it as FDE. Similarly, I am going to now show the force exerted by part of member DB marked in blue on part of member DB marked in black. And I assume that member DB carries tensile force. Therefore, this force must be pulling the left hand portion of member DB to section XX. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to call this force as FDB. Happy?
Yes, sir.
And now what am I going to do? Now I'm going to show the force exerted by part of member AB marked in blue on part of member AB marked in black. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And that force I'm going to call it as FAB. I assume it to be tensile and therefore pulling the member. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Now, can you tell me what is this angle theta? So let us calculate theta now. Theta is equal to tan inverse of, bolo, kya likhu?
Sir,
This
12.
tan inverse of 6.4 by 12. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So tell me how much is that? Tan inverse of 6.4 by 12. How much did
Sir,
it work out?
28.07.
28.07 degree. So this angle is 28.07 degree. Now, how many unknowns are there in this form? Tell me. कितने unknowns
Sir,
हैं?
3.
Three unknowns are there, and we have three equations for this part: summation fx, summation fy, summation moment about z-axis. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
This is x, this is y, and coming out of the plane of both towards you is z. Now, quickly tell me, which equation are you going to use first? We will use summation of moments of all the forces about z-axis through point D equal to 0. Why? Because through point D, if I take the summation of moments, moment of FDB and FDE is going to vanish. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Because lines of actions of FDB and FDE, they pass through point D. Therefore, moment of these two forces is going to be 0. The moment of FAB only will prevail, and therefore we will be able to compute FAB. Happy?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, चलो. Now tell me, 1 kPa. What is the moment of 1 kPa about D? 0, because its line of action is passing through D. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So 1 into 0. What is the moment of 4.2 kPa about D? 0, because the line of action is passing through D. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
What is the moment of FDB about D? 0, because its line of action is passing through D. What is the moment of FDE into 0? So it is also 0, because its line of action is passing through D. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Now, what is the moment of FAB? Tell me. This is 6.4. FAB का D के अबाउट मोमेंट कितना है बताओ?
Sir, FAB into 6.4.
And sign?
Minus.
Yes, because it is clockwise movement. So therefore minus. This has to be equal to 0. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Therefore, I get FAB equal to 0. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Surprising. Force in member AB has turned out to be 0. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So what I will do now is, let me again draw a diagram here. Let me mark the forces on various members. So force in member AB is how much? Tell me. 0.
0.
So 0 kPi is the force in member AB. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Chalo. Now what should I do next? Next is summation Fx equal to 0. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Summation Fx equal to 0 gives me what? Tell me. Chalo.
Sir, FAB
FAB
plus FBD sin theta,
plus F
DB sin theta.
sin Y sin.
Oh,
ये कंपोनेंट हॉरिजॉन्टल कंपोनेंट है ना, सो cos थीटा. जिसके बीच में थीटा वो एंगल cos थीटा. आर यू विथ मी?
yes, sir.
हाँ, सो FAB प्लस FDB cos थीटा. बोलो आगे.
Plus FDE.
FDE is equal to 0. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
But उसमें से FAB is 0. So therefore we get this equation where we have two unknowns involved: FDB cos theta plus FDE equal to 0. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Now let us apply summation Fy equal to 0. So what does summation Fy equal to 0 give me? Tell me. -1 plus 4.2. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Plus FDB sin theta. Happy?
Yes, sir.
And what is the value of theta? Tell me.
28.
28.07 degree. 28.07 degree. This must be equal to 0. Now solve this and tell me the value of FDB.
So minus 6.8.
Minus 6.8 kilonewton, sorry, keep kpi, and therefore it is compressive in nature. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So let me write down that. So all the compressive forces I will mark in blue. So F dB 6.4 kpi, and it is in compression. Happy?
Yes, sir.
चलो अब आगे चलते हैं. Now if I substitute this value here, so what do I get? This FDB will be minus 6.8 cos of 28.07. On the right hand side it will go and it will become positive. So what is the value of FDE? FDE, therefore you are going to get it as plus 6.8 into sine of 28, sorry, cos of 28.07. So tell me how much is that?
So 7.7.
Cos लिया ना component?
Yes, sir.
7.7 kpi. Happy?
Yes, sir.
And as it has turned out to be positive, therefore it is tensile in nature. Happy?
So just a sec. I think I made a mistake.
Okay, tell me what is the answer. Yeah.
So it's
Yes.
6.
Exactly.
So 6.0001.
So it is 6. Correct. So 6 kpi. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And that is in force in member DE. 6 kpi tensile in nature. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So that I have noted down on this figure. That is done. Now we have found out forces in all the three members that were asked. So part A of the problem is over. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Now let us start with part B. So in part B, we have to draw now. In part B, we have to find out now forces in all the members by using method of joint. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Now, look at all the joint pins and tell me from which joint pin should I start my analysis. If I look at joint pin at D, how many unknowns are there? Force in member AD, DB and DE. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So can I start with it?
Yes, sir.
देखो method of section is over. Now you cannot borrow the solution from method of sections here. No, it is as if you are starting afresh. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Just give me a minute. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we are going to start afresh. So if I look at joint D, you have how many unknowns? Reactions तो पहले ही हमने निकाल दिए. So even in method of sections, the first step that we are going to do is we are going to apply equations of equilibrium to entire body, and we are going to find out the reactions. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So at joint D, I have three unknowns because three members are meeting there. So I cannot start with joint D. I have to have only two unknowns for method of joint. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
What about B? At B, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 unknowns. I cannot start. Happy?
Yes, sir.
At C, sorry, at F, I have three unknowns. I cannot start. But what about A or C? I can start with any of these joints because at A, we have only two members which are meeting. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So let us start from joint pin A. So first of all, I am going to draw a free body diagram of pin at A. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So how do I draw that? This is pin at A. Is member AB external to that joint pin? Yes. And it must be applying a tensile force because I assume that every member is subjected to tension. So it must be pulling the joint. So this is FAB. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Now what about force in member AD? I will also assume that it is tensile. Therefore, this is force in member AD. Happy?
Yes, sir.
And then you have 1 kilopascal force here. Is the free body diagram complete? Yes. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So what do I do next? Summation Fx equal to 0 will lead to force in member AB must be equal to 0. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So therefore force in member AB is 0, which matches with the answer that we got in method of sections. It is expected. Irrespective of which method you use, the answer is going to be same. Hello. So irrespective of the method that we choose, the force in member for given loading and given boundary condition is going to remain same. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So we have got the answer to the first unknown. Now what about FAD? So I will have to do summation Fy equal to 0. Happy?
Yes, sir.
That gives me what? 1 minus FAD equal to 0. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So what is FAD? Minus 1 kilopascal. So minus sign indicates what? It
It
is
is pressure.
compressive in nature. So FAD is compressive. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So can I write down that force here now? Yes, it is 1 kPi compression. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Now let us draw free body diagram of joint C. So very next to it, I am going to draw now free body diagram of joint C. FBD of pin at joint C. Happy?
Yes, sir.
And what does that give me? The diagram is going to look something like this. 1 kPi force is going to be there. This is going to be force in member CB. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
I assume it to be tensile. And then it is going to be force in member CF. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So similar expression summation Fx equal to 0 gives me force in member CB equal to 0. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So force in member CB is 0. That I am going to write down here. Happy?
Yes, sir.
And summation Fy equal to 0 gives me what? Minus 1 minus FCF equal to 0. So what is the value of FCF? Tell me.
-1.
Is going to be minus 1 K Pi, and therefore it is compressive. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So that I am going to write down now here. 1 kPi, and it is compressive in nature. Done? Okay. Now tell me, from which joint should I start next? किस joint का free body diagram अब बनाना चाहिए? If I draw free body diagram of B, will it work?
No, sir.
No, because even though we know forces in member AB and CB, still force in member DB and DF is unknown. ये डीबी के ऊपर जो फोर्स लिखा है वो मेथड ऑफ सेक्शन से निकाला है, बट वी हैव स्टार्टेड अफ्रेश. सो अभी यहाँ पे कोई भी फोर्स नहीं है, पता नहीं है. आर यू विद मी?
Yes, sir.
So in that case, at joint B, we will have three unknowns, 1, 2, and 3. Force in member BD, BE, and BF. Therefore, we cannot start with joint B. Can we start with joint D?
Yes,
Now,
sir.
yes, because there we have only two unknowns. कौन सा है? Force in member DB and force in member DE. Mind you, these values which I have written, those are from method of section, and we are starting afresh. So these forces are unknowns. Force in member AD is already known. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So can I draw now free body diagram of joint pin at D? चलो कैसे दिखेगा? So to facilitate that, what I will do is I will copy this. Just give me a second. So now we are going to draw free body diagram of FBD of joint pin at D. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
And let me clear this thing so you will not get confused. In method of joints, we have not yet found out the force in this member. We have also not found out the force in this member. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
ये तो अभी हमें फाइंड आउट करने हैं फोर्सेस इन मेथड ऑफ जॉइंट्स. वी हैव स्टार्टेड अफ्रेश. नाउ दिस इज जॉइंट डी. So in joint D, what should I show? Force in member AD, that is FDA. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
And I am going to not change my assumption. I am going to still say it is tensile. But I have already found out the value of force AD. AD is same as force DA. And what is its value? -1. So I will substitute this as -1. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम में तो सारे फोर्सेस जॉइंट से अवे ही दिखाने हैं. वी आर गोइंग टू एज्यूम दैट इट इज टेंसाइल. अगर कोई कॉम्प्रेसिव है तो उसका साइन सब्स्टिट्यूट करना है. आई होप आई एम रिपीटिंग दिस so many times, but it is worth repeating it. This point must be fixed in your mind. Now this is the force in member DB. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
And this is force in member, tell me.
DE.
And this angle is theta, which is 28.07 degree, if I am correct, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now how many unknowns are there? Is there anything else? Of course there is a reaction, so I need to show that reaction. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So this is 4.2 kpi and this is 1 -1 kpi. Now चलो अब क्या करेंगे? सबसे पहले we will apply summation fx equal to 0, fy equal to 0, fy equal to 0. What does that give me? Tell me.
So -1.
नहीं, plus fda, so plus of -1. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
इस फोर्स का साइन अपवर्ड है तो प्लस देंगे, and because its magnitude is -1, I have substituted it as -1. So be very clear about that. Then you have plus 4.2. Are you with me? And plus fdb sine of 28.07. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Ensure your calculator is in degree mode and then tell me the value of fdb. So how much is fdb? Fdb therefore is now going to be equal to this 3.2 will go on other side, will become -3.2. -3.2 upon sine 28.07. Tell me how much is that?
So -6.8.
-6.8 kpi. फिर से ठीक से करो. -6.8 ही आ रहा है.
Yes, sir.
तो ऊपर वाले इसमें कुछ गड़बड़ की क्या? 6.4 कैसे आया यहाँ पे?
So it's 6.8.
It is 6.8.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I have written it as 6.4. So that should be 6.8. Oh no, क्या हुआ क्या? No, now it's correct. It is 6.8 only. Correct. Now, chalo, next. So FDB is equal to minus 6.8 kpi. So therefore, it is compressive in nature. Agreed? So
Yes.
method of section से ये हमें already मिला है, and that is also 6.8 kpi compression. So the answer of a force in member is not going to alter depending upon the choice of method. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what is the next thing to do? We now apply summation fx equal to 0. So can you tell me what is the expression summation fx equal to 0? You are going to have fde positive, happy,
Yes, sir.
plus fdb cos of 28.07, happy.
Yes, sir.
This must be equal to 0. But this fdb itself is minus 6.8. So this minus sign on right hand side becomes positive, and therefore you get FDE is equal to 6.8 cos of 28.07. So tell me what is the value of FDE?
So 6.
So it turns out to be 6 kpi, and it is therefore, as it has turned out to be positive, therefore it is tensile in nature. Happy? And that's what we have got already through method of sections. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Chalo. So now I encourage you. What is the next thing that we are going to do? Chalo bolo. What is the next thing that we are going to do? We are
Correct.
going to draw free body diagram of joint F.
Joint.
And you will now appreciate that these free body diagrams are going to be antisymmetric with free body diagram of D. Do you agree with me? वही रहने वाला है. So therefore, you are going to get these two forces same as these two. So therefore, देखो अब मैं ये स्टेप नहीं कर रहा हूं, बट आपको करनी पड़ेगी एग्जाम में. You will have to draw free body diagram of F and apply similar equations. You will be able to see that it turns out to be the force in this member is 6.8 kpi.
Yes, sir.
Compressive. Similarly, force in this member is going to be equal to 6 kpi. आप करके देखो by drawing free body diagram and applying all the equilibrium equations, you are going to get this. Happy?
Yes, sir.
ना अभी एक ही मेंबर में फोर्स बचता है. कौन से मेंबर में? आई नीड टू नाउ फाइंड आउट फोर्स इन मेंबर बीई. सो क्या करना पड़ेगा? आई विल हैव टू ड्रॉ फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम ऑफ ई. हैप्पी?
Yes, sir.
So let me draw that free body diagram here. So free body diagram of pin at E कैसे दिखेगा बोलो? This is 2.4. Happy?
Yes, sir.
kpi. Then you are going to have force in member EB. Force in member EB. Happy?
Yes, sir.
And then you are going to have force in member EF, and you are going to have force in member DE. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Both were, all the forces we are going to assume to be tensile. Now to this, if I apply summation Fx equal to 0, what do I get? Summation Fy equal to 0. What do I get? I get F EB minus 2.4 equal to 0. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So what is the value of FEB? Tell me.
2.4.
FEB turns out to be plus 2.4 kpi, and therefore it is tensile. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So therefore, let me show that force here. It is how much? 2.4 kpi. and tensile. So have we found out forces in all the members? Mahi?
Yes, sir.
So forces in all the members have been found out. Now I want you to observe some things, and that is going to lead us to the next step in truss analysis. So observations. Let me state the observations. Observation number 1. Bottom chord member, these are called as bottom chord members, these are called as top chord members. AB and BC are called as top chord members. DE and EF are called as bottom chord members. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
AD, BE and CF, they are called as vertical members, and DB and BF are called as inclined members. This is the standard terminology used in truss. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So bottom chord members are in tension. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
In this particular case. Whereas top chord members, they are in compression. Happy? Here they have zero force in this case, but in general they should be in compression. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Now why does this happen? Because under this loading, you can imagine if I support a structure like this, it is going to bend in this fashion. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
So you can imagine that this side is going to experience tension and the upper side is going to experience compression. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So that justifies that the bottom chord members are going to be in tension. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Let me cross verify if you have understood this point or not. Imagine that you have a truss structure like this and it is supported by a hinge support here and a roller support here. Happy?
Yes, sir.
ऐसे वाला structure है. This is the truss structure. Now tell me, this member, let us name these members 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. What can you say about 1, 2, 3, 4? वो कैसे रहेंगे? Compression में रहेंगे या tension में रहेंगे?
Compression.
Of course this is subjected to downward loading. ये truss के ऊपर downward loading है. तो अब जरा imagine करो, if you have placed a truss like this, it deforms in this fashion. आप एक एक्सरसाइज करके देख सकते हो. Just keep your notebook. Have a pen support here, and apply loading here and here. इसका deform shape कैसे दिखेगा आपको? You will see that it looks something like this. Are you able to imagine this?
Yes, sir.
करके देखा आपने? करके देखो. On tabletop, keep two pens such that the second pen is somewhere in between. It's not at the other end. It is somewhere here. And you apply uniform pressure on all the entire book surface. You will see that the book bends in this fashion. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
हाँ. So therefore ये एक जोन है और इस जोन के बाद ये बेंडिंग जो है वो रिवर्स हो जाता है. So therefore this member number 4 is going to be in tension, member number 8 is going to be in compression, whereas member numbers 1, 2, 3 will be in compression and member numbers 5, 6, 7 will be in tension. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So this is means there are once your site is set, you will be able to judge which of the members are going to carry compression and which members would carry tension for sure. Are you with me? This is the first thing that I want you to observe. Second observation that we make is force in member DE and force in member EF same? देखो DE और EF क्या दोनों में फोर्सेस सेम है?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Similarly, Just tell me, force in member AB and force in member BC, they are also same, but in addition to that, they are zero as well. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So therefore, in any given trust, there is a possibility that there are certain members which will have same forces, and there will be certain members which will have zero forces. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
What if I can I can identify this zero force and equal force members upfront एनालिसिस के पहले ही, अगर मैं देख ज्योमेट्री और लोडिंग देख के बता पाऊं कि कौन से मेंबर्स में जीरो फोर्स है और कौन से मेंबर्स का फोर्स इक्वल रहने वाला है, वोंट इट सिंप्लीफाई योर एनालिसिस? आर यू विथ मी?
Yes, sir.
अगर मुझे पहले ही पता चला कि इन दो मेंबर्स में फोर्सेस जीरो है, यहां भी जीरो है और यहां भी जीरो है, सिमिलरली इन दो मेंबर्स में फोर्सेस सेम है, would it simplify my analysis? Yes, I may have to draw free body diagrams of lesser joints because I a priori know forces in few members. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So that is going to be our next point, how to identify zero force and equal force members. क्या बोलेंगे इसको? Zero force and equal force members just by looking at geometry, support conditions and loading. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
If I am able to do so, I will simplify my analysis effort by a great extent. So this is what now I am going to work upon. I am going to now let you know what is a zero force member, how to identify them in a given structure, and how to identify equal force members. उसके लिए 3 लॉज है, वो लॉज हम फॉलो करेंगे, उसके बिहाइंड जो लॉजिक है वो भी मैं आपको समझाऊंगा. So in a nutshell, you will be able to identify these members before doing before even without writing a single equation. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. वो करने से पहले सबसे पहले मैं एक क्वेश्चन आपको पूछने वाला हूं. इफ ए मेंबर इज जीरो फोर्स मेंबर, उसकी जरूरत क्या है वहां पे? यू कैन रिमूव दैट मेंबर. डू यू एग्री विथ मी?
Yes, sir.
कैन यू रिमूव? अगर ए बी मेंबर में जीरो फोर्स है तो ठीक है, ए बी मेंबर को ही हटा देते हैं. इज इट ओके?
I don't think so, sir.
व्हाट विल हैपन? टेल मी. So therefore, we are also going to now deal about, even though the force in member is zero, we cannot remove those members from a structure, and we have to answer the question why. Anyway, it is carrying zero force. Why can't I remove it? It is doing nothing there. So that question we will answer first, and then we will develop strategies to find out zero force and equal force members. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So answer to that question, ideally I should give it first, but I will preserve it for the next class. Let me first state what are the rules of identifying zero force members. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So अब जरा देखो, the language in which I am going to state the rule is going to be different than the language that you find in books, simply because I am going to be more precise than the books. The language थोड़ा सा different होने वाला है, meaning almost same रहेगा, but the statements that I am going to give you are more precise. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So statement number 1: if in the FBD, that is in the free body diagram, of a joint pin of a truss, obviously ये सब truss के लिए चल रहा है, if in a FBD of a joint pin there are only two forces, there are only two forces which are non-collinear but coplanar, obviously. Non-collinear forces. Then both the forces must be zero. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Both the forces must be zero. This is the first law. We will not be able to use that law in this example, but I am stating it for completeness. Forces must be zero. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Second law. Now, if, so I will borrow this statement, if in the FBD of a joint pin, FBD of a joint pin, so we will state this law and then we will stop for today. If in the FBD of a joint pin there are only 3 forces, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Out of which 2 are collinear, then force, then non-collinear force मतलब जो collinear नहीं है वो force, non-collinear force must be zero. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
ये 2 लॉज है जीरो फोर्स मेंबर्स ढूंढने के. इसमें से सेकंड लॉ हम क्विकली अप्लाई करके देखेंगे एंड देन वी विल स्टॉप फॉर टुडे. नाउ टेल मी, इफ यू ड्रॉ फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम ऑफ जॉइंट सी, तो क्या दिखने वाला है आपको? जॉइंट सी में क्या दिखने वाला है फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम में? यू आर गोइंग टू सी फोर्स इन मेंबर CF. डू यू एग्री विथ मी?
Yes, sir.
Then you are going to see this one KPI. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And you are going to see force in member BC. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So how many forces are there in this free body diagram? Only 3. In free body diagram of a joint pin at C, there are only 3 forces. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Out of which 2 are collinear. है कि नहीं? 1 KPI and FCF, they are collinear. So force in third member, that means the third force, non-collinear force, FBC must be 0. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So कुछ भी सॉल्व किए बिना, if I imagine free body diagram of joint C, I see there are only 3 forces, out of which 2 are collinear. So force in member BC must be 0. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, how does the free body diagram of joint A look like? Force in member DA. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Force in member AB. And this one KPI. Are there only 3 forces? Yes. Out of which are 2 collinear? Yes. So force in third member must be 0. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Now, चलो अब तीसरा, जॉइंट डी का फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम बनाते हैं. जॉइंट डी के फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम में कितने अननोन है? रिएक्शन, force in member AD, force in member DB and force in member DE. So there are going to be 4 forces. So anyway that law cannot be applied. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Now what about joint E? यहाँ पे 3 मेंबर्स है तो 3 फोर्सेस होंगे, लेकिन ये चौथा एक्टिंग फोर्स भी है. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So free body diagram में 3 फोर्सेस नहीं है, 3 से ज्यादा है. So we cannot apply that rule here as well. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So we can apply that rule only at A and C, second rule, and we get force in member AB and BC 0 without writing a single equation. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So more on this, we will apply these laws more next time. These are the laws for identifying zero force member. And now we have to also state the laws for identifying laws for identifying equal force members. Those we will state in the next class. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let us stop here today. Write down your roll numbers, names, and then you can leave the class. किसको doubt है तो पूछो.